beauties? Hello, beautiful souls. Happy Imbolc. Here we are. Oh, y'all. Welcome. We are in such a beautiful time. This is where we declare and we decide which way our garden is going to go. The garden that has been coming to life through the seeds of what's been planted in our winter's night, in our stillness. From everybody here in the northern hemisphere, let me know if anybody's here from the southern hemisphere, because you'll be moving towards fall equinox, and we are moving towards spring equinox. Hi, welcome everyone, yay. So Imbolc is the cross-quarter festival and holiday between, like I said, in the northern hemisphere, between, oh my gosh, I'm like, where are we? Winter solstice and spring equinox. And in the southern hemisphere, it's between the summer solstice and the fall equinox. So we are going to be doing so much today. I have been channeling so much has been coming in this morning. I'm really excited for what the guides are sharing with us and where we go. First of all, though, especially to anybody who's new to my world, hello, I'm Lori Rising. I am a star channeler, a transformational mentor, and an evolutionary astrologer. I'm also a sacred guide, and I'm so happy to be here with you. Okay, so if there are no questions on where we're going, thank you. Then we're going to begin this circle. We're really going to open up this divine space, this sacred initiation. Let's all take a breath, a collective breath together. Yes, this is where we're really going to be starting to breathe life and light and energy into our gardens that have been planted with the compost of what we've been letting go of, the energies that are no longer serving us, the resistance, the struggles, the mind loops, the stories. So I hope you have your journal. If you have a candle and a clearing tool and then a ceremonial beverage, we'll be using all of those. But no worries if you don't. There are no rules here. We just adapt and we flow and we work with what's presented to us in all present moments. So if you don't have any of those things, I will be bilocating them to you, whoever welcomes them in, because we move beyond time and space as we continue to up level into our multi-dimensional self and life. It's so exciting. Yes. So the Imbolc, where we are right now, this really is, it's the celebration of the goddess Brigid. And Brigid is the goddess of life, of spring, of fertility, of fire, of poetry, of light. And so we're going to be working with Brigid energy, the goddess Brigid, and even the Brigid archetype today. So we're really going to be moving into that space of welcoming her in. She shows up with fire red hair. She shows up in emerald green, as you can see what I'm wearing as well today. And she comes to give us gifts of lighting that passion of light, of fire, of declaration, of how we're going to nurture the seeds that have been planted. The seeds have already been planted, and we want to be their soil. So this is all about the strength of what's growing in its very first baby stages. We want to be that nourishment and that nurturing in the soil. And when we look at our lives, the soil is our stream of consciousness. The soil is our belief systems that bathe our cells and how we create, how we magnetize, and how our frequency moves out into the world. So we're going to be working with every one of our gardens today. I'm so excited. I can't wait to check in with all of your gardens during the meditation and the activation. It's going to be really fun, okay? Let me see if there's questions before we continue. How long is the meditation? I channel things, so I have no idea how long it will be, to be honest with you. But I know that there are going to be some really beautiful codes coming in because they've already been arriving before our time today. All right, y'all, let's get to it. All right, so if you have a clearing tool, go ahead and grab that now. we really actually want to we want to clear old energy, stagnant energy. So we're going to get to that piece today as well. Anything that may still be lingering in our system, in our field. So as you light your clearing tool, or as you welcome this clearing into you, I want you to just really let yourself begin to arrive to this moment in space. I know I come in with a lot of energy, and then in the next moment, we can bring ourselves into a stillness and a softness to just really be present for all that wants to come in, all that wants to be revealed in this time, in this circle, in the power and strength of this circle, because I see and feel all of you out there, and we really are lighting up the grid of this earth, and we're moving it into the energy field and the collective consciousness from everything that we do here together. So again, I honor you. I thank you for being here. So let's just go ahead and vortex this up. It's almost like this little cocoon of rebirth around these bodies through these fields. So you can feel it begin down below your feet, a few feet below your feet, where your soul star chakra meets the earth and Gaia and all of that womb support, that groundedness and strength. And feel that vortex up around you easily. And as it's moving around you, you feel yourself soften. You feel yourself begin to let go as you can feel the safety, the trust, and the love in this moment, in this divine connection as we move forward. As our guides continue to reveal more and more as your hearts open and you become super intentionally available for all of the frequency and the sound and the vibration that's to come. So feel this vortex in a beautiful spiral around you as it just gently caresses every one of your chakras one by one, as it moves to your root, your sacral, your heart, your throat. Go back down to the sacral. We're not going to skip the solar plexus. I got the message. So back down to the sacral, the solar plexus, the life force, energy and activation, the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown. And now that clearing, that reset, that rebirth of this now moment moves easily to your soul star chakra, which is a few feet above your head, above your crown. And as soon as it reaches that soul star chakra, you feel it just soften and elevate. You feel that ascension as you easily connect up into your higher guidance system, God, source, spirit, your angels, your ancestors, however that feels aligned for you. And you feel yourself drop into an even deeper space of trust that what is meant to come into your awareness is on its way already. Beautiful. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I feel it. I feel this. It's like this hush of softening in this beautiful worldwide circle that we're creating right now. And this is where we invite Brigid in with her fire of light, her fertility, and her assistance and support in the nourishment and the nurturing of the soil where our seeds have already been planted. And if you have a candle, we will activate this eternal light, this flame, this remembrance of our infinite self. And we ask Brigid and all those guides to come in who are here in our highest and best good for divine support, for clarity, for direction and messages, and how we nourish and nurture the soil, and how we easily release all those energies that no longer serve, all the stickiness, the resistance. And we ask Brigid and all who feel aligned now to assist us in finding our flow whenever we feel resistance. And we feel this flame of light begin at our root. And we let it just remain there as it continues to strengthen and grow through this activation, through this remembrance and reawakening of all of the innate truth and knowledge beyond the experiences of this body, of this lifetime, that reside within, deep within ourselves, as we create immediate and quick transformation of our DNA in this time, in this space, in this declaration. We thank you. And if you do have a ceremonial beverage, grab that now. If you don't, hold it in your vision, hold it in your creator energy, feel the warmth in your hands. Really let yourself just sink into all of the possibilities through our imagination, through our creativity. And if you do, you have it in your hands now, and let us just drop into the warmth and the aroma and the life cycle and the changes and the evolution and the transformation of what now sits in our hands, where it began as a seed and it unfolded over time through many iterations and journeys of itself, changing form, changing energy, and growing along the way. We ask this medicine to guide us in that vibration. And we let ourselves feel the warmth move through our hands as it quickly moves through our veins, our blood, and our energy through to our root where that flame is flickering. It's growing. And we look to the east where the air inspires life. We look to the south where fire draws passion in our soul. And we look to the west where our waters flow free, where we receive. We look to the north where our earth takes root, where the roots of our creations grow and extend and create strength in all that is to come. As they meld with the soil, with the nutrients that we supply. And we look to the center where our ether activates, where our truth resides, where our soul is set free. And we hold all those humans and souls and beautiful beings that have planted, cultivated, cared for, and transported this medicine of life to our hearts and souls, to these bodies, to nourish us in deep ways. We hold them in their highest and best good. We hold them in our hearts and our love. And as we take our first sips together as a collective, as a circle in intention, we breathe our intentions into this smoke. We allow this medicine and this earth to support us and guide us and co-create with us in very divine ways. We trust that those intentions are heard. And we bring our cups to our lips now. And so they are, and even more. Let's take 3 deep, nourishing breaths in as you feel the warmth, you feel the power of the nutrients that are moving through your body now. And we're going to sigh these breaths out on the exhale. Breathe in, hold it, expand into the body. Hold, expand, and sigh it out, softening, breathing, taking another nice deep breath. Hold it in, expand into the body, hold, feel it move into your hands, your feet, into your crown. And let's sigh it out together now. And this one, we're going to move into a state of resistance in the body. We're actually going to accentuate any resistance that may be residing. So on the breath in, I want you to tighten up every part of your body, everything in your body into a nice little ball, and really let yourself feel that, be in that space as we release it on the exhale and we completely relax and we let it go. So go ahead and breathe it in, bring in the ball into the resistance, tighten everything in your body, even your nose, your eyebrows, your scalp, your toes, your fingers, everything tight, 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 holding it. Really feeling that, letting yourself be in that resistance, and let it out. And maybe you feel a softening that has taken you to a depth that you have not been to yet today. And just let yourself integrate that, the movement that we've created just in 3 breaths now. As you feel this vibration begin at your crown chakra and move all the way down to your feet. Cleansing and clearing. And creating space now. Feel it ripple and reverberate throughout your system, throughout your field. Dropping deeply into this moment. Beautiful. I feel it moving into the toes and fingers of many of you now. Give yourself a smile as we are now in a new moment, in a new time, and in a new space. And there's already been an activation that has washed through these bodies. And so if you have your journal now, I'll have you grab that. And right before we journal, if anybody wants to share their intentions in the chat, we would love to hear them. We would love to hold them in our hearts, in this circle, as we show up, shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart in this space. My intention is that we allow Brigid's light and the fire to burn within us, to help us declare where our garden goes and how our garden grows. My intention is that we feel the strength to make big, bold moves in our lives and to welcome the unknown in the trust that what comes from there is going to move us deeper in the direction and the path of these souls, of these spirits, of our aligned truth. Denise says, my intention is to be unfiltered by fear or scarcity this year. Paris says, my intention is to let the fire and light guide me to opportunities and magnetize blessings, to trust fully of what comes of this. Yes. There are beautiful codes coming through, Paris. Yes. For all of you that are holding your intention in your heart, and for Denise, Paris, and my intentions that came through in these moments, and so they are, and even more. Beautiful. All right, so let's grab your journal, and we're only going to journal for a few minutes here, and you can come back to this later on this beautiful day of Imbolc. But I want us to just start opening this energy before we move into the activation and the guided meditation. So on your page in your journal, I want you to have a divider, so it can be 2 pages or 1 page, and you divide it. On one side is the title Compost. On the other side is the title Seeds to be Nurtured. So I really want you to be very honest with yourself, very real, because there is no right or wrong here. So if you're still holding on to energies or revelations that came up this winter that have not cleared, that are still vibrating in your field, in your reality, that are not in your highest good, that are creating stories of limitation, I want you to write those down on the compost side. Because everything that moves through our experience has the potential to be great nourishment for how far we go from there, how deep we plant new seeds. So this is where we really honor every experience of this journey, of this unfolding. Liz says, can I give an example? Okay, so on the compost would be a story that you're running, any kind of struggle that you're having in your life. So if you're having a struggle of maybe not feeling like you're seen in your community, maybe there's a family relationship or something that, you know, you feel that resistance come up, maybe because you're not feeling validated, or something where you're looking outside of yourself and you're wanting something in your environment to change in order to create that balance for you. That's coming from a story, that's coming from a belief. And so we want that to rise to the surface so we can write that down on the compost side, because when we find the liberation through that, that becomes the seed of where we can grow in our lives. It becomes the aligned action of what we now take from a place of inner resource, from a place of self-love, from a place of, you know, deeper spaces of gratitude, right? When we can get rid, or not get rid of, but transform whatever it is that's keeping us in limitation. Does that make sense, Liz? So the 2 columns, one side is compost and the other side is seeds that we're going to be nourishing. Tam says, I'm unlovable, not deserving of love. So that would be on the compost side. So write that in on the compost side. And if you can, if in your creator energy, in the identity that's desired of where you go from there. So what would be something that would actually create that deep space of love for yourself, that you are deserving of love? You can even just put that on the seeds of creation, the seeds of being nurtured. I am loved. I deserve love. I love myself. Okay, Liz says yes, thank you. So just go ahead and free flow into that a little bit. See how it, what comes up for you. And there may be more that comes up as we move through this activation. So I'm just going to give you probably a couple of minutes to move through that. So the seeds, so the compost side, it would have been big revelations that came through in this winter's night. So during the winter, it's really our time to go internal and to receive the messages of what's no longer serving us, in energies, in physicality, in stories, in relationships. What are we ready to let go of? Because that's really the work that we're doing in the winter. And as we start to transform and dismantle and shed those programs, those beliefs that have been vibrating in our system, that's when the new seeds of life and growth come in. And that's the new garden that we're really tending to on this Imbolc, as we're bringing new fertility and light and life and nurturing nourishment to the soil. That's what we want to do with the new belief systems, the new stories of who we are, of the purpose that we have in this body, in this time, in this movement into the age of Aquarius, and how we can take aligned action with the momentum that's coming on right now as we start opening up to spring, to the life that's growing around us and growing within us. So I didn't talk a lot about astrology, but we are in all planets direct right now. So this is the time to make those bold moves. When you get the intuitive hit, the enlightenment or the inspiration in your life, and if you feel the resistance or a story come in to try to stop you from moving forward with it, that's what we want to compost. Because when we take aligned action right now and we believe in our time, we have all of the support and the momentum of all planets moving direct right now until April 1st, when Mercury is the first planet to go retrograde again. So this is where, when we get those inspirations, we want to follow them instead of just following the to-do list of what our day had in store for it. We want to let ourselves be very available for every moment to pivot and adapt, because when we say yes to that sacred moment that's co-creating with us, that initiation, there's something that's going to be a thread that's going to be woven from there. But if we resist it and we say, no, I have to do all of this, then we're missing the co-creation and the ease. It doesn't mean it's not going to come back around it again, but it means that it could take a lot more effort and energy to find that path in our space again, because we're moving so linearly through the path or trajectory that we are controlling in front of us. So this is a great time of being in that flow and ease and letting the light and fire of Brigid come in and like get under our butts and say yes. And say yes to sleep, say yes to waking up early, say yes to finding the healthy, avenues and the healthy friends and connections that are only going to amplify the belief and the identity of who we are being in that elevation, in that evolution. So I hope that makes sense as I've been kind of explaining it deeper as you've been writing this out. And maybe that's creating some ahas for you and some epiphanies of resistance that you felt that has come back again and again over this winter or over your lifetime or lifetimes. That it might be a different person, it might be a different environment, but it's the same trigger that's coming, or the same internal struggle that's coming in again. Okay, so like I said, you can come back to that. You can continue to ceremony throughout this day, especially with what's going to be planted in your cells and your DNA through these activations. So what I want to do now is we're going to clear some energy on that, because as it's coming up and you're feeling it, it's a perfect time to create that movement and clarity in the body instead of keeping it looped in the mind. And then we're going to do just a little bit of EFT tapping. If you don't know what EFT tapping is, just go along with what we're doing today. And on my premium channel on Insight Timer, I'm sharing a tapping into abundance course that's going to be dropping this week. Okay, so let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall. If you're on a chair, if you're standing up, great. We're going to be dropping into breath of fire. So let yourself feel those triggers or the stories or patterns that continue to come in that you still feel in your body, because we don't want to bypass them. We want to feel them and allow them to move through. So let them come up in your body, whatever was on the compost side, and we're just going to do some breath of fire right now. So if you are pregnant or menstruating, go ahead and switch to an earth grounding breath. Breath of fire is too moving during those times, and just trust that you're meant to go deeper into that softness at this time. And this is where we are so unique. We don't have to follow what anybody else is doing. Just stay with the intention of it. Okay, so breath of fire is in and out through the nose. It's a faster breath, but I want you to meet yourself where you are, and you're really going to draw the navel in on the exhale. We really want to expand the exhale and accentuate the exhale. Okay, so you want to have a nice tall torso. We're really going to be calibrating the nervous system with this as well. And if it's comfortable, you're going to go up with your little antennas to the sky, up with your arms, and you're going to go in and out through the nose. Okay, so meet yourself where you are. Do not try to push this, and just trust that you'll go deeper as your body's ready and as you listen to the body consciousness and messages that you're receiving. So bring up whatever was in the compost, let yourself really feel it, and then just trust that the breath is going to be working with those energies and creating a shift in the frequency. So we're going to do this for a minute, and we're going to begin in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead now. You're doing great. Keep going even though I'm talking. You keep feeling yourself move, drop in deeper. There may be tears, there may be emotions coming up. Let those up, let them flow, let them free. That's the energy wanting to release through the body. Soft shoulders, soft jaw, soft pelvic bowl. You're doing amazing. I'm so proud of you. Feel how deep this is clearing. The nervous system is coming into alignment and balance. Maybe give yourself a little smile, even through the tears. You're showing up for yourself. You are saying yes to this experience, to this life. In 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes, calibrate. This is the time to integrate and alchemize what's just appeared and shifted in the body. So feel the energy moving. Notice the tingling on the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands. Feeling your breath moving in and out. Maybe noticing how soft and light you're beginning to feel. Feeling the upright spine. Maybe there's new sensations in the body. Maybe there's a clearing of sensations that were there. And notice if the charge on that struggle or trigger has shifted at all. And let yourself drop into that. Really feel it. Feel the evolution and the majesty and the power of this body. Beautiful, yes. When you're ready, come back. And we're just gonna do a little bit of tapping here, so follow me. And if you've never tapped before, don't worry about it. Just do what feels right. You cannot get this wrong. And we're going to tap on the side of the hand. This is called the karate chop point. So if you're still feeling a little charge on whatever's on the compost side, I want you to zone in on what that feeling is. And then you're going to repeat after me, and you're going to say, even though I feel, and then you're going to say whatever it is that that feeling is on the struggle or the trigger or the pattern. I deeply love, accept, honor, and celebrate myself. So you're just going to repeat that after me, okay? So we're going to begin now. Even though I feel, I deeply love, accept, celebrate, and honor myself. Even though I feel, I deeply love, accept, celebrate, and honor myself. Even though I feel, I deeply love, accept, celebrate, and honor myself. And then we're just going to go through a round of tapping. So just go up to your eyebrow point, where your eyebrows come together. And because we all have various feelings coming up, we're just going to tap through the points. You go to the temple point and just softening in your breath under the eye, above the lip, below the lip, collarbone point, we're going to stay here for just a little bit, dropping into the heart, into the frequency and the light, the life force that moves through this heart, and our capacity to receive, to love, and to give. Good, and now we're going to go to the bra point, which is right underneath the armpit. Now go up to the top of the head. And then we're going to go down to the thymus point. It's the heaven on earth point. So it's like right at the sternum. It's the bony prominence of the sternum. We're going to tap there. And now just repeat after me. I welcome the unknown for the new directions that come with it. Miracles show up every day in many ways. I flow through this journey of contrast, in curiosity, in passion, in trust, and belief. I am made of ancient encoded wisdom. That guides me beautifully. I am the access point to deep change in my life. I am light. I am energy. I am love. I am physical consciousness. I'm ready to live my divine calling. I am ready for acceleration. I am open for receiving co-creation and clarity in this unfolding. I am made of the life force energy that creates worlds. And so it is, and evermore. Beautiful. And when you're ready, just go ahead and bring your hands down to your lap. Nice and soft, nice and gentle. Feel your feet on the floor, connected to the ground. And just check in with your body. Feel the movement, feel the energy, feel the lightness. Really be available for the most small yet profound shifts that can happen in a moment. As that fire continues to burn bright at your root chakra, as you soften deeper into this space now. And as we move into this activation and this guided meditation, you can allow yourself to lay back. You can find a soft space. However your body wants to feel, let yourself follow it now. Maybe you grab a blanket, Maybe you have a pillow. As you continue to deepen into this moment and this space and this body, you notice your breath moving in and out, flowing easily as it transports you into this inner sanctuary. You notice how good it feels to relax completely as you feel gravity supporting you in this release of any tension, of any tightness. As you let yourself float and be held in the frequency, and the depth that is to come. This is a sacred moment. This is a declaration. This is where we grow our gardens. And you feel this frequency reverberating through your body like the waves of the ocean. And there's a cleansing, there's a clarity that moves through you as you soften deeper and deeper on this path and this journey. And you bring your attention now down to your sits bones, down to your root, the base of your spine, where that fire continues to flicker, that flame continues to grow. You feel a warmth spreading through your pelvic bowl, down into your sacrum, down through those sits bones. And you feel the earth beneath you. Beyond the floor, beyond a structure, you are in the earth. As there's beautiful, luminescent, glowing roots they're being fueled by the fire that continues to burn bright within. And these roots are moving down, down, down into the earth, twisting and turning through her soil, creating a connection in consciousness. As you feel more support, more strength, more stability. And those roots go down towards the core of the earth as they're moving through the rocks, the sediment, the soil. They're moving into the untouched molten layers of the earth. as they're finding their way to the crystalline core. And eventually they come to the heartbeat of Gaia. And there's a love that you feel. There's a knowingness that you feel beyond words, beyond language, beyond form, as your roots connect into the core now. And the slack leaves these roots, and you know that you are loved, you are held, you are supported by Gaia, by the cycles and seasons that continue and never end. They shift, they change, they evolve, and create new growth. You are the new growth of the earth's cycles and seasons. You revel in this stillness, in this depth, in this quiet. As your heartbeat syncs up with the earth's. As the frequency of her consciousness waves through your roots and your body and your being now, and the fire grows in your belly, in your root, and the light strengthens in this connection, in the depth and the dark of these deepest layers of the earth. Your roots light up this connection, this heartbeat, this love. And as you sink deeper into this moment, you're ready to receive guidance and support and light and fertility for the soil that opens the roots of your seeds of creation, of your soul's mission, of your brightest light that you came here to live from and thrive in. And in your energy and light body, you come back to the land of this earth, and you feel your bare feet on her soil as you begin to walk deliberately each step, one by one, feeling the coolness of the earth, the grass in your toes, you feel the sun on your skin and the fire light your way. There's a knowingness deep within you, beyond words. You feel it running through your bones. You feel the strength in every step that you take. As you look around and you suddenly see your garden all around you. You see the buds of new life, of your highest vibration, of your deepest desires, of your exquisite dreams. You have a trust that it is you that came to live these dreams and share this medicine. As you look around your garden, enjoy. And before you now, you see the goddess Brigid approaching. It's almost as if she's floating on air with fire red hair and an emerald dress and eyes that are filled with love. It's the fire that moves her and brings her near. She is here to pour her love and her warmth and her life and light into you and your fire, to nourish your soul, to become your sacred yes. As she comes closer, you feel the most beautiful love of unconditioned and witness that you've ever felt before. And you notice that she has a gift for you. As you come together in spirit, as you join in energy, and you receive through frequency now. As Brigid begins her journey back, she leaves with you the spark and flame of her fire, the light of her fertility, and the love of your strength. And the message she shares as she leaves is, you are stronger than you know. Your power is insurmountable. Your purpose is sacred. And this is what you will tend your soil with as you bring these elements together as one, deep within. And you feel yourself now on your hands and your knees in the soil and the dirt as you lovingly care for each and every one of these plants that are beginning to breach the surface. They are looking for your light. They are desiring your love. This is where your garden grows. Feel the dirt in your hands, in your toes. Smell the aroma of this fertile soil. Share with your garden your intentions and your love. As you get ready to leave now and come back to this space, activating all that has been revealed, all that has been shown and received in this time. Feel it deep in your cells. Feel it within the flame that now burns through your soul. And where you go from here. As we thank Gaia and the earth and Brigid and her fire and yourself and your soul. A beautiful time has been had in this circle and this journey. As you tune into this vibration and frequency that continues to reverberate through the field, into the earth, through you, from you, for you. You remember who you are. And slowly come back to the space. Take your hands and place them on your heart now. Feel the air on your skin. And feel the trust that the messages and the guidance that Brigid shared with you in that sacred time and space will continue to reveal through your senses and your dreams, in the signs that show up for you, in the people that come across your path. You are available and ready to hear their call. And as we complete this journey and the power of this activation, I ask us all to take in a nice deep breath. And as we exhale, we're going to be doing an ah together, a long ah of the frequency of our hearts. And I will count us down in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hold it in. And on the exhale, let it out through your vibration. Ah. Beautiful. This is the alchemy of all that has come to be in this time, in this space and connection. One more. Breathe it in, hold it. And on the exhale, This is your innate language. This is the massage of your heart, the message of your truth. One more. Hold it. Beautiful, yes. Welcome back. Welcome to this room, this chair, this floor, this circle. I want to thank you all for showing up for yourselves first and foremost, and filling your cup and nourishing your soul in your garden, as that is how we make deep change and evolution in humanity for generations to come. We remember the cycle and season that we are, the nature that we are. the earth that we are, the stars that we are, the fire that we are, the passion that we are, the light that we are. And it is my profound hope and desire that this time together with me has created and opened a new thread and a new path and a new declaration in your beautiful garden that is ready to bloom as we move towards the spring equinox and full life. And we nourish this soil. We strengthen these roots. And we let the life and harvest and the physical experience come from that. I thank you so, so much. If you're back and you would like to share anything that came through for you, Krista says, what an amazing session. Thank you, Lori. Let our gardens bloom. Y'all, your gardens, they're feeling good. Janet says, thank you. You're welcome. Before we pop off, I'd love to hear more. Thank you so much for that donation, Kathleen. I really appreciate it. Again, if any of you have a little extra time to share a 5-star rating and review with me on my profile, I would love it, and I'll be back here to do more activations with you. I hope that those codes that came through with Brigid and her frequency are very healing for you and very momentum creating for you, because this is where we take aligned action with the inspiration. Now is the time, as the life continues to bloom within us and the light and the warmth come on in our worlds again. We've got to say yes to those sacred knowingness, the sacred initiation that's coming from our foundation and our energy. You're welcome, Heather. Lacey says bliss. You're welcome, Lacey, and everyone here in this space. Kathleen, I so wish this was being recorded. Jeanette, feeling very grounded and empowered. You're welcome. Paris, I feel such a hope and blossoming happening. You're welcome. Jeanette says, yes, yes, yes. Nicole, pure magic. I will donate on your page and following you. Thank you. If any of you ever want to share with me what came through in those codes that really wanted to happen today, I got the message right before we popped on. I would love to hear. Pay attention to your dreams. You're going to really get the messages through your dreams. The activation has been embedded in your cells from here on. And whoever's still here, I just want to say, this was the debut of this beauty. How did it land for you? How was that frequency for you? You're the first to experience this in my energy, in my magic, which I'm so excited I got to bring her in for you today. Kathleen says exquisite. Lacey says loved it. Jeanette says joy. Yay! We're putting all of that energy into her. She's loving it. Heather says beautiful. Oh, fantastic. So you all, I just want to say happy Imbolc. Happy new light, new fire that is now burning in your soul. And I also want to say, keep going. Keep going. You are here for this evolution. You're here for the transformation. And you're here to feel and experience things that you never have before. So let yourself find that courage. Take those risks. Keep showing up in these communities and circles, because it will only solidify what you know beyond all the stories of limitation, what you know deep in your cells. And the more you do it, the more that becomes your reality. The more that is how you vibrate and you create a physical life from there, from that frequency. Yes, Jeanette says much gratitude. Kathleen, fire! We are on fire, y'all. Let's get going. Let's work with all planets direct. Please, when the inspiration comes, take action. You're going to feel that alignment. Believe in your time. Believe in your heart. Believe in your mission and purpose here on this world. Shauna, yay! She says, this journey is exactly what I needed. Powerful, impactful. Brigid's energy is potent and loving. My seeds are so nourished. Thank you. You're welcome. Shauna and everybody else, I am feeling like a love that's emanating from Brigid like I've never felt before. And I've been working with her in the Wheel of the Year for quite a while. And she is like, she's lit. It's like there's a sparkle of love and energy that's just, it's radiating out of her. And I hope that you all got to touch that and feel that as she met you, each of you, in your gardens. So remember that in your garden. Keep coming back to it. She will continue to visit you. You just have to ask, invite her in. Jeanette says, feeling hope for humanity. Kathleen says, yes, absolutely felt it. Yay! So y'all, come hang out with me on my Insight Timer channel. I'm going to be doing a full sound bath next week, so come hang out then. I'll be back for the spring equinox, and that will be a dance party, so do not forget to come there, because that's full life. That's when we've got the blooms and the blossoms in their beauty, in their colors, in the sparkle that comes from the light and the radiation at that time. Yes, will do for certain. Dance party. This was just the seedlings of the dance party to come. Paris, I'm a Sag and have always connected with fire so deeply, and Brigid's fire feels so grounded and deep. It was such a beautiful warmth I felt from her. Yay! Oh, y'all, like I said, she's been coming in for a couple hours before this activation, so I knew it was going to be a really powerful experience for every one of us. And I always get on such a high, so thank you for being here and completing this circle. And let's just let's all give a sparkle. Let's send it out to humanity, to the world, to the universe, to the galaxy, to the earth. Let's send it out. The healing is happening while the power over is dismantling. So we've got to remember that we're going to see and feel real big intensity as it changes, because that's the change of form. We are holding this light. We continue to come together in this strength. So thank you. All right, y'all. I love you so much. I'm so happy that you all came and you felt called to this blessing, to this activation, to this declaration, okay? Feel that fire, feel it grow around you throughout this day. And I encourage you, if you're able, have a fire tonight. And you can even send into the fire what you're composting. It's a beautiful ritual to finalize this. Hold on to the seeds, put it up on your wall, put it up in your house, decorate it, put colors all around it, and let the compost go to the ashes and become the phoenix that rises from there. Thank you, Jeanette, for following. I love you. I'll see you next time. Mwah. Yay! Fire! Yes, thank you, Michelle. Michelle says it was profound. Thank you. I'm so glad you felt the depths of it like I did. Mwah. I'll see you next time.